Have you ever thought to yourself, is it even possible to stay healthy and fit in a sales job? Like, even if you're working those long hours, endless stress, and tons of travel time. What if I told you that most people who think it's impossible to succeed in both health and sales are wrong? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how you lose 20 pounds with zero gym time, what that daily system actually looks like, and how this can work for you even if you've got those crazy hours, constant travel, and endless stress. If you follow this system. My name's Joshua Hulsebosch, but everyone calls me Coach Chance. And I've spent the last 15 years coaching fitness and the last 10 years working in sales. And I've built fitness programs for companies like Sales Gravy to help sales pros like yourself stay healthy and still crush quota. A quick note, no sponsors here, just myself. If you want to not just lead in sales, but also stay legendary, jump on my newsletter. I'm sending real world fitness and wellness tips straight to your inbox. No spam, just stuff that has actually worked with my clients right now. So a few years ago, I was in Italy. I was supporting someone doing their first Ironman. And I gotta say, the wine was amazing. And it was incredible seeing all these peak athletes coming together for this massive challenge. But that's when something caught my eye. I was on the sidelines cheering on, and I saw full Ironman competitors who were overweight. Now, these athletes, they work out for hours every single day, and yet they're still carrying on that extra weight. This is when I realized food intake controls the outcome way more than hours of the gym ever could. And this is what I teach my clients today. First, we figure out how much food they need so that they're in enough of a caloric deficit to lose 1 to 2 pounds every single week. And I found that 1 to 2 pounds every week is really realistic, even for the busiest sales leader. Now remember, we didn't gain 20 pounds overnight. We gained it a quarter pound at a time, month after month. And this is why it feels like it sneaks up on you. Between sales calls, prospecting, Salesforce updates, fires to put out, and family life, we're already in chaos. And this is why the system has to run on autopilot. I'm talking minimal effort, maximum outcome. So what does that daily system actually look like? Well, there are 3 parts to this system, and let's dive into it right now. The first part, we're gonna be starting with recovery. And the simple hack for this is going to bed consistently every single night at the same time, even if you're behind on work. This consistent bedtime equals better sleep efficiency, a clearer brain for tomorrow's deals, and a lot less caffeine just to live on. Number 2 is movement. So the simple hack that's worked for myself as well as dozens of my clients is blocking out the first 20 minutes of your day. Life gets crazy, as we've talked about, but usually we can control the first 20 minutes of our day. So book in your calendar. I know I'm talking about, it could be a walk, could be bands, body weight, whatever sticks. Just think, no commute, no excuses, just movement. And then finally, nutrition. So please do not overhaul your nutrition. What I have found, most sales leaders fall short on our protein as well as snacking that absolutely kills them. So here's the hack. Add protein shake during your day. Swap your midday snacks for something protein. Think like beef jerky, boiled eggs, something simple. And keep all those meals and snacks inside of a 12-hour window. Now I know all of this sounds super easy, but if you do these habits, I promise you, you'll land in the top 10% of sales leaders out there. So the question might come up, will this work for travel in busy hours? And let me tell you a story to answer that question. I was lucky enough to work with a sales legend, Jeb Blount, on developing fitness programs for his business, Sales Gravy. Now, working with Jeb, he showed me something huge. Staying fit is possible even for the busiest sales legend himself, because he fits it in where it actually fits. We're not talking about perfect. We're not talking about not all or nothing, just being proactive. And I have met hundreds of business professionals, but no one came as close to being as busy as Jeb. For example, to get 1 hour of his time, I have to be booking 3 months in advance. Yeah, that busy. So how does Jeb handle his fitness? He squeezes it in where he can. So when he's in the studio, he has bands and dumbbells. And between calls and filming, he knocks out a few bodyweight exercises. At the airport, he walks for miles. At the hotel, he's got those resistance bands. For nutrition, he packs healthy snacks like hard-boiled eggs and veggies, and he doesn't fall for the chips and candy. And he really does his best to get the 7 hours of sleep, regardless of the city that he's in. So Jeb showed me that staying fit is possible, regardless of how busy your schedule really is. So that's the exact system that real sales leaders use to get fit and stay fit. But here's the kicker. None of those steps are gonna work if you fall into the #1 trap I see sales pros hit over and over again. So I break that trap down and how to dodge it in the next video. So go watch that next, you won't regret it.